Hello everyone, this is Ming Jong. Welcome to another episode of the daily market analysis for the S&P 500 E-minutes futures for the session of 20th of October. So in this video, as usual, I will be sharing with you the market recap from yesterday and also a trade review in the 3 minutes time frame, which I will include the entry, the exits, and also the rationale behind. And in the trade review section, I will elaborate a bit more on how to actually trade the breakout like the textbook style, like the textbook demonstrates, and be profitable. And of course, I will be covering a lot of the nuances on especially the volume part, so just beware and also to pay attention to as well in order to increase your winning rate when you are trading the breakout. And also going forward, I will also share my trading plan together with the levels that I'm watching in the current market outlook section. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so yesterday we have a very bearish day. So this is not looking very good at the moment because in the video yesterday I do talk about the immediate resistance level at 3500 and also possible trade there, which you can show in the trade review section. So again, we have seen rejection from the level, and this time we have seen the increasing of the supply and together with the bearish results. So the results has manifested, and that's together with the supply as well. I think let me just show you another time frame in the 4-hourly time frame so you can just notice the supply level as well. So in the daily chart, if it's not clear, then just take a look at the 4-hourly chart here. So definitely the supply has been increasing. So just take a look at this 2 volume bar here. And if we compare it to any other day that we have seen before, definitely supply is increasing, and this is the bearish results that we get. Okay, and one thing that's worth to note that is right after is just rejecting from the 3500 level, it just goes straight down and has the swing low level, and also that's I think can extend it a bit way back to about 3420, which is this little trading range here. So later I will just explain a bit more on the current support levels that I'm watching. I think this is very critical and you definitely need to pay attention to the levels. Okay, but let me just go down to the 1-hour chart, the hourly chart. So let's talk more on the market yesterday. So you can see that definitely supply has been increasing, and just prior to that, during the Globex period, we have seen a very weak rally up. So you see this is a very impulsive down move followed by, this is definitely the textbook style, the corrective movement, a very weak rally, and eventually it just not able to commit above this supply bar or supply zone here. So this is the big bearish bar, also acted as a supply zone. So we have seen this trend line, the down trend line is still currently very effective. Seen quite a few rejection after it touches the downtrend line, and most importantly, I think in this case, apart from the downtrend line, is also the horizontal level from 3490 to 3500 level. So all this provided the resistance level, and we definitely see rejection together with the increasing of the supply and the results as well. Okay, so let me just get down to the 3 minutes time frame, and let me elaborate a bit more on how I actually trade the breakout. And this is as per the textbook style, so I'm sure if you have read some books, then you can just relate to this kind of the breakout type of the trade, because it's just a very typical textbook setup. So let me just give you a bit of the context. So as usual, I would like to analyze with the context. So as we can see that this is the Globex period, the non-regular trading hours. So throughout the non-regulating hours, we can definitely see that we have a wick rally up, kind of tested the 3500 or 3490 level, and you can see that it's kind of fitted within this up channel. And right after we have seen this overbought of the channel, so I shouldn't delete that channel anyway. So you can see that that's the overbought of the channel. Right after we hit the overbought of the channel with a climatic up move, and subsequently just have a automatic reaction that actually defines the boundary of the trading range. So the first condition when we're trading the breakout is first identify a range. So that's the very obvious trading range in the 3 minutes time frame, and I think it fitted nicely. So you can see quite a few touches within the range, and in this case is kind of a bit down sloping range. But anyway, if you did not recognize it as a down sloping range, then definitely this is kind of the horizontal range can work as well. So you can see that this is kind of the horizontal range, and the overview of the breakout trade is like this. So here we go. So we have this trading range, and subsequently just right at a opening session, the US opening session, about 9:30 p.m. my time zone, we have seen the market try to push up, but there are some rejection tail shows up. Okay, let me just zoom in a bit more so you can see the price clearly. All right, there we go. So here is the trading range, and here's the rejection tail. So try to push it up quite a bit, tested the resistance level or the horizontal resistance, and subsequently we have seen the impulsive down move that break down the immediate support level. So there's a support level roughly around 34.85, somewhere around that. So based on the swing low here, and you can see that during this impulsive downswing or the down move, we can see the increasing of the supply and followed by a pullback. So isn't it a textbook style? So first, there's the trading range, we have a breakout, and then followed by a pullback, tested the support turn resistance level. So now it becomes the resistance level, previously as a support, now become resistance. So tested and followed by this reversal, and then we have seen a continuation to the downside, and eventually have another leg down sell off near about 1 a.m. at my time zone. Okay, so a lot of times that we seldom see this kind of the beautiful setup as per the textbook style. So this is breakout of the support followed by a pullback to test the now become the resistance, the support become resistance level, and eventually you can just trade it to the downside as well. Okay, so this is a textbook style setup. So but here are the nuances. So first of all, when I trade this kind of the breakout, I always want to associate the market direction or to assess how strong is the market. So the first leg down together with the increasing of the supply as shown in the volume here, so is the first clue. So the buy is definitely to the downside, so I'm bearish because we have seen the down movement together with the increasing of the supply. That actually define the weakness of the market. Okay, so subsequently we have seen this pullback or the wick rally up. So look at where the rally take the market. So that's the rally. So the first two bars comes with very decent volume, so the demand's here, and eventually just keep pushing up, but the price just stopped right at the resistance level, previously as a support level, now become resistance. And if we just take a look at this bar here, this bearish bar, so this is as a supply bar or the supply zone, so it just temporary commit above and then immediately followed by a failure. So this is the second sign. So this is the failure. So it's just unable to commit above the supply zone as defined by this bearish bar. And the third thing that shows the confirmation is definitely this big bearish bar acted as a reversal bar plus the confirmation bar. And just take a look at the volume as well. So that's the bearish bar, and look at the volume. So the first kind of like the uptrust bar here did not really show a lot of the supply, but the second bar, as defined as the reversal, and the confirmation bar shows a spike of the supply. So definitely this is a great reversal type of a trade. So trading the pullback, so this is a breakout, pullback, and also reversal here. So right after the close of this bearish bar acted as a confirmation bar, I just entered short here. So with the anticipation, the direction to the downside, and to at least test the 3460 level. So that's the blue line and also the orange line. So I actually expect the first target somewhere around there. So I think that it just works nicely. You can see that I use my trailing stop to actually trail the profit, and eventually right after this capitulation bar, I just locked out to about halfway, and I just got stopped out somewhere around this bullish candle here. So that's the profit is around probably about 1 or 1.1 reward to risk ratio, but definitely this is a slightly longer duration trade than I expected, but anyway, it's still a profitable trade. If you're staying throughout the session, then definitely I don't really see any need to exit the trade, because look at this, we have a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then eventually when we hit this support or resistance level somewhere around 3460, so you can see that it actually formed this kind of the descending triangle structure with the lower high throughout. So this is definitely another bearish sign, and if you are still within stay up at this state session, then definitely could just scale in. So just want to show you some of the possible scale in location right here. So that's the immediate support level. So that's the breakdown. So you know that I don't really take the first breakout, and I just want to wait. So that's the second breakdown here. So this could be a possible nice entry right here. So right after that, because that's a first breakout and then followed by a very weak rally. So the two bullish bar is very weak. You can see as by the small candle, and then followed by another breakout here as well. And subsequently, we see this kind of the almost another textbook style. So you can see breakout, pullback, reversal again. So this reversal kind of reverse this little trading range. So this is another possible scale in here to add on more position to the downside, and eventually, depending how you manage your position, you probably can catch this climatic down move with the spike of the supply as well. So you can see that the supply has been increasing on the way down, so definitely it's a confirmation of the bearishness in the market. Alright, so definitely I think it kind of overshoots the support level that I mark up 3420 to 3430, but still right after it touched the level, it kind of just consolidate at 3420. So right after that, forming a small trading range, and currently we have a kind of a technical rally up. So recover a bit during the Asian session, but still the strength of the rally doesn't look very promising at the moment. So let me just go down to the 1 hour time frame, and let's talk about the current market condition. So I do think that there are some bearishness in the market, especially that we have seen continuation. I think if we take a look at the daily, so for the past 5 days, past 5 sessions, bearish, 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 bearish again. So past 5 sessions we showed bearishness, and subsequently if we just cannot overcome the immediate resistance level at around 3500, I think that we could be in some trouble. So this is the first level that I would like to see the bullish scenario to be intact. So somewhere around 3500, 3490 to 3500. So that's the very key resistance level that the market need to overcome. Of course, so far there is still some levels in front. 3460 is definitely a level to watch, and before that we still have this capitulation bar roughly around 3450. So 3450 to 3460, I would say, should be the first level to overcome in order to test the 3500 level. So if we can just overcome these two levels, then we still have a chance to see S&P 500 to get back to the bullish mode and to test the all-time high level. Otherwise, so far, if we can barely see the S&P 500 to overcome the first supply zone at around 3450 here, then it probably will just go down lower to find a support. So the immediate support level, apart from 3420, which already hit, so let me zoom out a bit more, the level that I'm watching is definitely these two levels. So that's based on the trading range formed previously. So we have a breakout, consolidation, and then keep trending up until hit the acceleration to the upside, creating the buying climax. So I just want to rely on the previous trading range. So that would be the levels that I'm watching. So that's somewhere around 3390 or 3385 to around 3420. So if we cannot see the price hold in this supporting area, then definitely I think it will just break down and to test the September low. So let me zoom out a bit more to show you the low, and that will, yeah, that's around 3200 level. So if I think 3400, 3420 to 3380 cannot hold, then I think we'll see further downside or in the market itself to test the low at 3200 level. So that's the very key levels that I'm watching. And for the trading plan later, then definitely I will always pay attention to the immediate resistance level, 3450 to 3460. Whether there is some rejection, once it touch that, then it could be a potential short scenario for me. Otherwise, the immediate swing low support, 3410 or somewhere closer, 3420, that could become long entry if it can just rebound from here on. So just really need to monitor closely how the price move and trade accordingly. This is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. So if you love to learn more on how to increase your winning rate, whether you're trading the breakout, pullback, or reversal, things like that, do remember to watch the video on your screen right now and to subscribe to my channel so that you get more quality video just like this. Alright, thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon.